Ethiopian Field Marshal Birhano Jula is warning TPLF. He talked about heavy weapons, tanks. Is Tigray military still in possession of heavy weapons? What did Jula say? And why did he remain silent in the last 2 years if TPLF had heavy weapons in its possession throughout the last 2 years? Secondly, Fano groups claim to have inflicted heavy losses on the Ethiopian military in the Amhara region. Welcome to the channel, viewers. Two news stories. Let's start with Fano. Fano groups claim that they have upped the ante and now they're inflicting heavy losses on military in their attacks. They do want to take control of as many territories and inflict as many losses on the military as possible before the start of winter. Rainy season ongoing, use of air power limited by ENDF. I think this rainy season has been very deadly for the ENDF, and ENDF has been suffering losses. Though Fano groups exaggerate, if they kill 10 soldiers, they say they have killed 100. But military is suffering some losses because of the conditions, I think. The latest round of fighting, which was deadly for military, happened in Matimma Voreda, West Amhara, West Gondar rather. Matimma is a Voreda on Ethiopia-Sudan border. It is situated in western part of the Amhara region, strategic area. Fano groups controlled Matimma border crossing last year. They remained in control of border crossing for around 48 hours. Then military launched operation there. So they have their presence. The recent clash between government forces and Fano fighters happened 3 days ago in Matimma Voreda. Not in Matimma town, Matimma Voreda. So Matimma border crossing is not under Fano control. It was never under Fano control in recent months. Clash happened in Matimma Voreda, and Fano claim they killed over 170 ENDF soldiers. 40 were captured. Fano fighters have shown some weapons that they have seized from the Ethiopian National Defense Force. The weapons include LMGs, Kalashnikovs, mortars, and other short-range small arms. No statement from military never admits its losses. Fano fighters don't admit their losses too. So basically claims by Fano, but situation on the ground indicates that military these days is at the receiving end. It is suffering losses. Secondly, viewers, General Birhano Jula has addressed TPLF. He is warning TPLF. This is the first time that General Jula adopted this type of tone to threaten TPLF. He's not threatening TPLF, he's threatening Tigray military basically, though both are the same. TPLF and Tigray military, interchangeable, you can say, in most cases. Jula, through a statement, asked TPLF to surrender heavy weapons to the Ethiopian National Defense Force. He said, surrender tanks and other heavy weapons which you are hiding. He said that you have been hiding these weapons. Now you must hand over the weapons. He said no other region in Ethiopia has tanks, has anti-aircraft guns. So Tigray cannot have heavy weapons. Heavy weapons is the property of the Ethiopian National Defense Force, federal government. That is why TPLF must start surrendering heavy weapons. After Pretoria, we know that Tigray military, TPLF, they handed over heavy weapons. Ceremony was organized back then in the presence of African Union observers. Tanks, artillery pieces, anti-aircraft guns, etc., were handed over to the ENDF by Tigray military. And back then, some TPLF critics said that the number of weapons, number of heavy weapon equipment pieces handed over by Tigray military to ENDF was way lower than Tigray military was in possession of. So either the weapons had been destroyed during war, or the Tigray military had not handed over entire arsenal and it was still in possession of heavy weapons. Back then, Jula ENDF never said a word. They did not question the numbers. AU observers also confirmed handing over of heavy weaponry and they never raised a question. 2 years have passed and now suddenly Jula has waken up and he is now accusing Tigray military of being in possession of tanks. Where was he in the last 2 years? If Tigray military, TPLF were in possession of heavy weapons and they had hidden heavy weapons, why didn't Jula raise this point in the last 2 years? Was he waiting for tension to rise between Tigray and federal government? Or is he making up a story that Tigray military has handed over all weapons? Jula is just making up a story to pressurize TPLF and Tigray military. We don't know, but Jula should respond. He should answer. He is the field marshal of the Ethiopian military. He has intelligence agencies too. Why couldn't he find out that Tigray military was in possession of a weapon in the last 2 years? He, on numerous occasions in the last 2 years, he was seen with Varede, with Sadkan, with Gitacho, with Debretsian. Did he ever raise this question? He did not. Rather, we saw him exchange pleasantries, greetings with Tigray leaders. Never did he mention the point which he is raising now. He warned TPLF, by the way. He said that we warned you in 2020, you did not listen, you waged war, you marched towards Addis, you were defeated, we chased you, but we did not enter Tigray. We wanted the conflict to end. We gave you another chance. Now, again, you are organizing yourself. We are warning you that you should know that peace is the solution. War is not solution to problems. We talked about the capabilities of the Ethiopian National Defense Force, that we are ready, we're capable, we're armed, we are equipped. We can defend Ethiopia. We can defend Ethiopian national Ethiopian sovereignty and our integrity. By forming alliances, you cannot defeat us. So, a clear warning from Jula to TPLF and Tigray military. Thanks for watching.